How do you feel about the AB situation?
Man, that shit was wild, dog. Like
I haven't seen nothing like
they
it.
They cannot. This dude cannot play in the NFL no more, man.
Because now it's making the NFL look
I just
bad
really
if you
feel
bring him
like
back.
something's like, what's the dude on ESPN? They used to play with him. That
Ryan Clark?
I remember when he said, because I've seen it before. You know, it's that one dude that you be like, man, I hope that dude don't get that money in the locker room. Cause
There's always that guy in the locker
I
room.
remember I had one. I'm not gonna call him out though. I remember I had one. And the same thing happened. He ain't in the league. He ended up playing 2 years of the deal, man. And you like, you always know. And he said it too.
It's like, I've heard that. Like some dudes, you just can't get no money.
You could tell by the way they beat. You could tell by the way they start. Like
dangerous with it.
And then when he said, I always go back to that. I remember when he said
He
that.
He said it then?
He said on an interview or something like that. Yeah. AB got mad and all that stuff, wanted to fight and all that. I remember that. Like he really said that they were talking about that. Him and the players, the Steelers, they were talking about
the team
it. Like,
talking about
the team.
But I talked to him. I've spoken with him and understanding like where he came from and growing up. Obviously not really being around, not having a relationship. So I empathize to that degree. And then understand, like you said, him going to a small school and then being drafted, I think, sixth round. And then, like I said, he worked so hard. And I said, I get it from somebody that has nothing and you have the skill set and the talent and you've always been counted out. And now you've built and you've worked yourself to the point of like now, my name is being talked about as some of the household names. You're the top receiver. He had that, like I've spoken to him, like he had that chip.
You've been there before too.
You've had that chip on the shoulder, you know what I mean? So some of that, I think obviously I think a little trauma of not really having that father figure in the household, that guidance, those things. And some things, like I said, maybe triggered him for him to react the way he has, but that's not to excuse it, but you're a grown man at this point. But to your point, like, yeah, sometimes you can kind of see the writing on the wall, like, I don't know if this guy gets money, you don't know what's going to happen, how he's going to react. But that's
sympathize now hear you saying that from the not having the father figure because I don't know that. So I sympathize with him, because I don't know how that was. Luckily, I was, and hearing that, man, I hope he learns from this and
because he has kids himself.
Exactly, and does better for them.
The things that he's done, like. I feel like, that his kids are going to, grow up and they're going to go back. They're going to see these videos. And even when he was, on the outside looking in before he got with Tampa Bay and he was frustrated, all the sexual allegations, the charges that were against him. And he felt like he was innocent and the process was taking so long and they were investigating. And he felt like, they were trying to blackball him out of the league. Like those are some of the dark times that he had. And I went and talked to him like, and then he was going viral with some of the videos, talking about his kid's mom and they're there in front of him, the police. Those are some of the things, like I said, how the media portrayed me, and they didn't really know me. Everything that people have said about me is just through hearsay, and then, like I said, they test and they try to question your character. But he was doing things to where they really had a reason to test or question his character, and those are some of the things that, because I didn't want them to hold that over his head, knowing that he was trying to get back in the league. Because those things are going to prevent him. Because any team, they're going to look at everything that you've done up until this point. Because now you're going to be a representation of that organization, and they didn't want that to be a part of it. So I was like, dude, just chill out, you know what I mean? Some of this stuff doesn't need to be public knowledge.
Exactly, but then I feel like to show up to the Jersey game and stay out there courtside, that's like another double.
Dude, you saw that?
That's like another double.
What?
That's all I'm saying. So
he didn't do that and just disappeared and kept quiet.
No, he's like,
hey, I'm out here.
Man, I do what I want to do.
I'm not gonna sit in the suite.
He courtside.
I'm here.
He courtside.
That really I'm like.
Another slap in the face. Another slap in the face.
It was great. No, I saw that. I sent you the video. I was like, this dude is at the game. Chilling like
I was trying to look and see. I'm like, I see he's still in New York. I was trying to see. I was thinking it's Orlando or something maybe.
I'm in Brooklyn.
Oh, he's still in New York.
I ain't even left.
So what would you do as a teammate? As a teammate, if that, what would be your response?
But if he was in the locker room when I got up in there, we fight, dog.
Hands down.
We fight.
And but I gotta know why. Because it's always two sides to a story. Until, like I said, I get that part.
But if he came to the sideline and told me why, and said something, all right, cool.
Because I gotta know
just
exactly.
leaving the game.
But it's just something strange.
Me and the whole line jumping though.
But it's
It ain't
not
just me.
Y'all know
'Cause that's
Jumbo?
how we ride. We ride together.
Yeah, but it's
Hey, I don't
more
care
to
who you
all-
are. You
all
ain't
of
fighting
us.
the whole offensive line.
We
I don't
all
care who
going
you
up in
are.
there. Helmets on too. Hit me back.
Dude, but do you not think that there's more to the story?
It gotta be though. It gotta be.
But that don't matter though.
No, I'm not saying. I'm
You're
not
especially
condoning.
100%
But
right.
you gotta look at
There's
whatever,
more to the story,
what else he
but
did
it
this
don't
season
matter.
too. The face vaccination card, all this stuff, and then
No,
this
he
is
doesn't.
just-
He's
just
not
too
building
much.
the case.
Too much.
The case. Yeah,
it's
he's
just-
not.
and then he
building
getting
a
all
great
these
case for
chances. He
himself.
just keep getting too many second chances.
Well, I'm
But
just
I used to be
saying.
Because there's other
scared.
people
I
out
used to
there
be
that
scared to
deserve
mess
it.
up when I was in the league, dog.
Yes. I wouldn't do nothing.
I was scared to mess up in the league, dog. I'd say, man.
But